I'm John Liette from Mindstream Analytics, and this is a little snippet of a video talking about aggregation rules. So aggregation rules are a type of business rule that the application needs to summarize data from detailed levels up through parents into the highest tiers of a hierarchy structure. For example, income statement data is loaded or submitted at the detail level and needs to have an aggregation rule ran in order to calculate the data up through those parents up to the net income level, for example. And so to do that, there's a couple of ways. The easiest and best way is by running the ag select rule from within the main UI of the application. To do that, on the home screen, I can go to Tools and select Rules. And this area of the tool is going to give me a full list of all the business rules that are available in the application. Luckily, the one that I care about is the top selection here, the Ag Select business rule. And this rule, as the description states, aggregates any combination of year, scenario, and version. So I will select the launch button all the way to the right and fill out the form in terms of which values I want for the year, scenario, and version. If I know the values, I can type them in. For example, fiscal year 21. The actual scenario in this case was already populated for me, probably from a prior run of the same business rule. And then version. If you don't know the name of the version or any of the other members that you need to fill out, you can always select the member selector to find the name or the complete and accurate name of a member in the hierarchy. In this case, I'm selecting the base member and selecting OK. And actually, rather than actuals, let's aggregate forecast. Now I'll click launch, and that process will run. If my session is interrupted for some reason on my end, maybe my network drops out or my browser crashes, anything like that, have no fear. The process is running at the server level of the environment, and so it will continue to run until it's completed. I can even actually press the escape key if I wanted to now and navigate through the menus of the tool. Now, I will let this run and let it process. The amount of time that it takes to run an aggregation rule varies on a variety of factors, mainly how much data is in the intersections that are being aggregated. So an actual scenario with years and years of data will take longer than a forecast scenario with more sparse or more sporadic data in it. Also, it may be dependent upon the number of members in any of your hierarchies. If you've got a customer hierarchy in your application that has 10,000 members, for example, your aggregations and any business rule related processes are going to take a little longer than usual. So we'll let this run and finish, and then we'll check back in on it momentarily. So the rule is completed, and I've got the message on my screen saying the ag select rule was ran successfully, which is great. I can click OK here, and I can return to my forms, whether it's in the UI or if it's in SmartView in Excel, for example. I can refresh that data set and see the results of the ag. I should now see total values summarized correctly up to the total levels of each of those hierarchies. And if there was any question about whether or not that rule ran completed, or sometimes they run so long that this UI menu will tell you that the business rule is still running, we can always check the status of it by going to our navigator. And under application, we can select jobs, and we can see the status of any currently running jobs or any recently completed jobs. In this case, we can see our ag select was completed about 50 seconds ago, and we've got the green check mark, all that good stuff. So we should be well on our way. So that's how you run an aggregate business rule from the UI. Hopefully that provides value for you.